There's not a lot of talking going on in this room as these women buckle down to work in front of their sewing machines. And though they may not be a talkative bunch, one thing is clear. They are all grateful to have this job.
It's good for me because it's helping me for my future. I like to learn.
I like sewing. I improve in my sewing. I need a job.
Asha, Sohalia, and all of the women in this room are working as part of the Sew Fair program facilitated by the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute. All of the ladies are Muslim, and most are recent immigrants to Canada, many having escaped difficult or dangerous situations in countries like Afghanistan and Somalia. The president of the board of the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute says the program aims to take a basic skill most of the women already have and turn it into real employment.
Most of them, I would say, have never worked outside the home because some of the countries that they come from, typically they're at home and looking after the kids and whatever. So they've never worked outside, and a lot of them have no formal education. So there are lots of barriers to employment here for them. So no formal education, never worked before, being a minority, wearing, the hijab, things like that. It's difficult for them to go out and get a job.
The women have the option of taking their sewing skills and finding a job outside of the Sew Fair program, but they actually do get paid for their work here. The program takes on contracts to make items like these vests, which were made for the Victoria Hospital's volunteer program, or these bags, which are often handed out at conferences.
And this is one done for the social purchasing portal, and we made this bag for them.
But as with most programs for new immigrants, there is more to this than just straight-ahead skill development. It's tailored towards women who've generally spent their lives doing nothing other than caring for their children at home.
They also gain confidence. They learn, we teach them about the workplace, working in the Canadian workplace, talk them about employment standards, what it means to be an employee, what are the rights and responsibilities of employers and employees. So we do a lot more than just teaching them how to sew. Even if they don't sew as they leave here, they can get jobs, they can work on their resumes and get other jobs. So the training and the different workshops that we do for them helps them in their overall life outside here.
But the sewing operation is only one part of what the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute provides. They offer things such as swimming classes, allowing many women who have never swam before because it may not be culturally appropriate in their home countries to take a dip in the water. They also offer the ever-important English classes. These English classes are offered once a week. The students all take other formal ESL training at the Immigrant and Refugee Centre of Manitoba. This class is more of a support program focusing on practical English, like the terms for ingredients they may look for at the supermarket, or even something as simple as the appropriate way to answer the phone.
I'm your teacher class. Okay.
Proper English is also reinforced in the Sew Fair program, where the women are expected to speak to each other in English as a way to continue improving their language skills. Yasmin Ali says the women who come here all want to contribute to society in their new homeland, and having a program where they're surrounded by people who understand their faith but also understand Canadian society has been a huge success.
There's nothing else like this elsewhere, where they can use something, have a skill that they can work on and get some kind of employment. Most of them, actually all of them, would be at home doing basically nothing. So this is a real opportunity for them to make something, a better life, increase their finances through the program and through jobs. So they're extremely happy to come to this program.
The Institute receives very little funding from outside agencies. Any financial donations or contract work for the Sew Fair program are welcome. You can visit their website for more information. For Shaw TV, I'm Kim Babbage.